Welcome to our channel, Alcohol Free. I'm Happy Tom, and today I'm going to discuss a topic entitled, Why Isn't There an Alcohol Epidemic? Now, we know that there's several epidemics. The opioid epidemic has been recent since about 2010. And then, of course, the obesity epidemic is present and is very rampant worldwide. Now, there are what's called preventable causes of death. The number one preventable cause of death is overeating, poor eating, and inactivity. That's number one. It's estimated to kill 500,000 people a year, 500,000 people. The second leading cause of preventable deaths is tobacco. It kills about 460,000. The third leading cause of preventable death is alcohol. You see figures anywhere from 88 to 100,000 people a year die from the use of alcohol or complications from it. I believe that it's much, much higher than that. Now, why isn't alcohol or tobacco an epidemic? Well, I think it's been around a long time. And, people realize that there's very little that the society can do to limit the use of tobacco and alcohol. Calling it an epidemic isn't going to do much. Now, at the turn of the century, we developed something called prohibition. That was a law that made the sale, distribution, and transport of alcohol in the United States illegal. It was supposed to make the nation dry, but it was an abysmal failure. I had a friend one time, and he said, I think that cigarette smoking should be illegal, that we should ban the smoking of cigarettes. And I said, well, what would you do if someone was caught smoking a cigarette? Oh, they would go to jail. And I said, well, they tried that with alcohol. And he goes, they did? Yeah, it's called prohibition. Now, there's an excellent book about prohibition called Last Call, The Rise and Fall of Prohibition. And I highly recommend that anyone interested in the topic get this book and read this book. It's written by Daniel Okrent. I've read the book several times. It's a very interesting topic. So, we do have an epidemic of cigarette smoking and alcoholism, but it's been going on for so long, it's become part of our culture. The opioid epidemic came on and it shot up, went from 8,000 to 77,000 deaths. And we later found out that it wasn't from doctors prescribing. It was from the placement of fentanyl and heroin and the availability of fentanyl and other drugs that led to most of the deaths. But alcohol has been around for so long, it's become part of our culture. It's acceptable. And we know from the 13-year experiment of prohibition that you're not going to get people off of cigarettes. You're not going to get them off of alcohol by making it illegal. The only thing that we could do is educate people to get them aware of the dangers of these substances and get them to quit on their own. Now, there is hope. In 1964, the Surgeon General report came out that said that smoking cigarettes was linked to tobacco. At that time, 42 to 52% of the American population smoked cigarettes. Now today, it's down to 14%. Now today, with alcohol, it's up at least 52% of people drink alcohol and a lot of them engage in dangerous drinking of alcohol. So I think we do have an epidemic of alcohol use. And I do believe that it's endangering our society. But I don't believe that calling it an epidemic or making it illegal is going to do anything. Well, think about that. And ask yourself, how come we don't have an alcoholism epidemic? How come we don't have a smoking epidemic? I mean, geez, that's a lot of people dying. A lot of people dying. And investigate those things. Ask yourself, what is a safe level of alcohol to drink? You'll find out that it's 0. So anyway, I wish you good health. I wish you success in everything that you do. I hope that you do become alcohol-free. It's not a moral issue. It's a health issue. We don't drink for our health. The same reason I don't smoke today. I haven't smoked for 39 years. I still want to smoke, but I don't do it because of my health. So anyway, I hope that you all lead a healthy life, that you continue to watch Alcohol Free Channel, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, and come back and watch us when we have our next episode. Thank you for your participation.